Hotapu everyone. This is His Royal Majesty Ra Sumabalafagbemi, the world's first openly African black gay king. And the role of a king is to nourish and protect his people. And today I wish to do so by revealing the real difference between ancient Kamau or ancient Egyptian astrology and what is now shown in the West as astrology. The key difference is that primarily for the Kamau, astrology was and is a science for positive thinking. It's the science of positive thinking psychology. That's not the focus so much in the West. It's more about your sun sign and what's going to happen to you in 3 weeks and your marriage and your personality. But the Kamau viewed it more as an initiatic system where the initiate, the spiritual seeker, would discover his own nature through his chart, through the gods. Now, what are the gods? The gods are actually parts of your brain, parts of your IQ. That is the best definition I could give you of really how the Kamau saw what we call in modern English a god. But how we see the word God is not how they saw it. What you're looking at on the screen are parts of your brain. These are your IQs. So the Egyptian names would be in this small list would be Nebet-Het, Ast, Het-Haru, Haru, Ra, Khepera, Auf, or Aufa, and Atum or Temu. So imagine that you're going to inner psychology self-discovery class every time you walked into your temple lessons. Imagine you went to school every day, and rather than learning just math, reading, writing, and arithmetic, you learn about your own psychology every day, how your mind works, how your ways go, how your subconscious activates itself. That's exactly what these ancient temple schools were places of self-discovery. So for example, Nebuchadnezzar here, if we took her, this quote-unquote goddess, is really the part of your brain that has an IQ for how to visually frame an event so that it's constructive for you. How to look at your job loss, how to look at your divorce, how to look at your graduation day from college, how to look at your marriage, how to look at your feelings today, how to look at these different parts of your life or moments of your life and frame it, visually look at it in a way that empowers you and doesn't drain you and make you smaller, fearful, and wounded. So she says, this part of your brain can change how you relate to and remember this memory or this event so that it forever feeds you positive, constructive strength and vitality. So when you're depressed, what you're really doing is you misusing her part of your brain, that part of your IQ, by focusing on the dark, cloudy, gloomy side of a situation. But nothing is all evil, nothing is all good. So you have the power to, from that dark, horrible moment apparently, to visualize somehow strength coming from it, somehow goodness coming out of it. And if you repeat this over and over, this constructive, empowering way of looking at it, you get a higher IQ, you get more energy for imagination, more life. If we took her sister here, Ost, that's the part of your brain that represents your IQ for devoting yourself to nourishing the best in every moment of your life. Some call her Isis, the Great Mother, and she is the Great Mother, archetype. But I'm striving to put these astrology terms and these gods in a way that works for modern people. I'm very averse to so-called spirituality or positive thinking that doesn't really work for real people with real schedules and real issues. So I define, for example, here Ost as, again, that part of your brain, your IQ, that knows how to commit to mothering the best in a situation. Let's say going through an awful divorce. Ost part of your brain would say, okay, what is the best I can do and make from this situation? Let me devote to making the best out of this situation. Her sister Nebehet would say, so I have to start picturing the best happening. You see, you're already in positive thinking. All right, by default, you're already in it. Let's take Heru here, Horus, but we call him Haru. He is that part of your brain and IQ that knows how to respond, particularly to challenges, as a hero. You're able to respond to a challenge, a problem, something that appears stressful, with a heroic response, meaning noble, virtuous, of good character, reaching for your better self, being the bigger person in that divorce, in that conversation with your mate that's not very comfortable, in your job loss or your job gain, being a heroic boss or being noble and heroic if you lose your job, and maintaining your dignity. You see, that's a way of looking at him that we can all relate to. Let's try here Kepera. Kepera. He's that part of your brain, and thus IQ, that understands how to look for patterns in your life, how to observe synchronicity and patterns, and how patterns keep repeating fractally in your life, how you keep dating the same kind of person, you keep being drawn to the same kinds of food, you go to work the same kind of way each day, and you begin to observe that you have patterns that keep repeating, and that you can begin to alter your patterns, transform them if you wish. Atum here is the part of your brain, therefore IQ, that understands that you're not stuck with where you are or who you are. Atum says there's a deep part of you that can change you, that can have you turn over a new leaf, that you can do better tomorrow. Atum is the reality that your life can be molded. You are adaptable. You are changeable. You can grow. So when you learn Atum's rituals and litanies and prayers and all these things, what you're really only doing is developing your IQ brain center for being a better person tomorrow than you were today. With Ost over here, you're developing the part of your brain that simply allows you to devote to the best in each moment, to live each life, milking the best out of it. So when I teach astrology from the Kamau Egyptian point of view, my goal is to make sure that you use your chart to keep you positive and optimistic and productive. And the key is to know what the Neteru, the gods, really are. So I simply wish to give this brief summation that the Egyptian system, it is not a religion to me, it is a re-science, not a religion, but a re-science. The science of the mind, the science of positive thinking, through developing the brain to miraculous levels of genius expression. That's why I so love astrology, because it keeps you happy and optimistic, and wanting to each day become better and better and better, no matter what comes your way. So, replay this video, enjoy it, share it, and we are so grateful to you all for giving us your time. Hit the like button if you are so compelled, and we look forward to giving you more videos on being positive with positive thinking. Dwell in Hotepu.